game, and our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Welcome to Ames, Iowa, home of the Cyclones of Iowa State. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Iowa Hawkeyes, taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the Iowa State Cyclones. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Hawkeyes will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And he's going to bring it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. So Iowa State's offense will get the ball first. Over the years, Iowa has dominated this series, leading at 47-24. But the Cyclones have won 2 of the last 3, but home field hasn't meant much. The road team has won the last 3 clashes for the Cyhawks.
And last year's was improbable because Iowa State, they couldn't score. It was 13-0. If Iowa was better in the red zone, the game would have been over. But
there he goes! A little more space opened up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, running back on the move. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. The Cyclones with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking down the middle. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
They'll try to run for it. So important to convert the... Third downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. And the Cyclones look to keep this drive humming. They'll ride the hot hand. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. The Cyclones back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. To throw, it's Beck. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And after that last sack, man, you could just see it. They are feeling themselves. After pitching a shutout last week, after dominating early in this game, it just seems like they're playing with a different aggression. And
the ball slipped out. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Oh, a lot of space. Past the 10. Touchdown, Iowa! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And that's just the guy you want to find that football. The ball's loose. Who do you want to get it? One of your little fast guys. The defensive back picks it up and turns on the afterburners. all the way back for the touchdown.
Iowa State, 0.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. He'll keep it himself. He'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
That's what's so great about these QB runs. They just chip away at the defense. And as this game goes on, these little QB runs, they're going to help keep third downs manageable for this offense.
He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
It's complete. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. And the Cyclones come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Beck. Rushes on him. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Man, this defense has been so impressive to watch. Look at them. Get to the quarterback, get the sack. They play so fast. It's like they have 12 men on the field. Another good performance going down right now. Coming off of last week, putting a goose egg on the board against their last opponent.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Offensive coordinators don't really have play sheets for 3rd and 75. Obviously, I'm exaggerating, but when you put yourself in a bad situation, backed up like this, you know, with mistakes and negative plays, not many plays in the playbook you can call.
So Iowa's offense will go to work for the first time. Unloads quickly. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. And the Hawkeyes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Caught behind the line. It's Anderson. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down. Rides the back and leaves it. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. This rivalry is so important to the people of this state, and it dates back to 1894, guys.
Yeah, it goes back a long way. And when you watch the product on the field every year, it's usually low scoring, but it's a lot of physical, tough people on the field.
Yeah, and, you know, people in Iowa, they just love football. And this is a rivalry game that really hits home for so many. Regardless of which side of the fence you're on, in this game, Iowa or Iowa State, it means so much.
Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. They've already converted a couple of times on this drive. Now 1st and 10 from their own 39. Back to throw, it's Dotson. Sets up the screen. Turning on the Jets. A big play, gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Wants to throw on first down. Looking deep down the right side. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. 4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. After the incompletion, they go back up top. The quarterback's a little more on target there. Maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Out of the backfield, he's open. He gets inside the 40 to the 39, but he is still well short of that first down marker. It'll be 4th down. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. And he had just enough to will that one home. And that lead grows goes even bigger.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Gonna run it. It's Hansen. Runs through a tackle. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping him up, getting him on the ground. Take away that run game. Make him one-dimensional, put him in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. Cyclones coming off a program record for wins, their second-best bowl finish ever. And who could forget that Pop-Tart Bowl victory over Miami? Matt Campbell continues to have the Clones flourishing.
Yeah, made it to the Big 12 championship game. Now they're trying to take the next step. You've got Rocco Becht at quarterback. He's a really good young talent, David, and someone I know they want to keep building around.
Yeah, he's just fun to watch, man. He makes all the plays, will scramble if he needs to. Been really good late in close games. That was something a year ago. They won a bunch of those games, but you're right, Reese. In the beginning, Matt Campbell, he's still here.
Grab behind the line. It's Hansen. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
Offenses don't like being in these situations. They don't like having little success on first and second down, because now you know I got to pass the football. I got to air it out. It makes me really predictable. So let's make sure you take care of the football and find those plays you really like.
Finds his big tight end. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. The Cyclones are moving quickly down the field. Off play action on first down. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa State.
And nice job by the quarterback, hanging in the pocket, hanging in there. He knew he was going to take a lick. He took the lick, delivered a strike, and got the score.
And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Power football with the run. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. That's the end of the quarter, and Iowa is on top. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Dropping back, it's Dotson. Under fire. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Took care of it himself. And how about that run? A huge gain and the slide at the end.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Looking to throw on first down. Moves around to clear up the vision. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incomplete throw away.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. Tight end finds a soft spot. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fellow just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Here comes the option. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. To the air, it's Beck. Got it in the middle, it's Sauer. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. And the Cyclones will have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Hit as he throws. Caught near the sticks. It's Hansen. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a 1st down. The Cyclones are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He'll try to do it himself. Lowers those pads. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Cyclones!
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field, and you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. He'll pull it on the read. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. With the 1st down, they'll put it in play from the 33. He's got him. They're now out across the 40, and he's out of bounds at the 42. The Hawkeyes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. To the air, it's Dotson. Pressure coming. Now improvising. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Putting together a nice drive. Couple of 1st downs in the books. Now 1st and 10 from the 44. To the air on 1st down. Got his man quickly. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. He'll do it himself. Can't get him to the ground.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. They'll try to convert from the Wildcat. Direct snap. They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off. And the Hawkeyes kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looking downfield on 1st down. Scrambling away. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Complete downfield. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
Looking for the goal line, and he will take it in. Touchdown, Hawkeyes!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They march 79 yards on the drive, and they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score.
Iowa State, 14.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking to throw, it's Beck. Working that left side. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Moving away from pressure. Quarterback's got the first. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's going for it all. Got it inside the 10. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. This offense can get a jolt of momentum headed to the locker room if they can take the lead here. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Touchdown, Iowa State! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
And they cap off the drive with a touchdown, throwing the football. In the last play, they got the explosive. They get right back to the line of scrimmage and dial up another one. Great work by the quarterback and his target being on the same page. These last 2 plays, throwing the football, man, it doesn't get any better than that.
Set to kick it off.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. They'll run the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Didn't help themselves much on 1st down. Let's see what they've got on. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Finds his big tight end. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a 1st down here late in the half. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Hawkeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to the big tight end. Got him downfield. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. They dialed up the perfect call. Splendid execution. Now they've got it. Threatening 1st and 10 from the 27. Using his legs to buy some time. Those defenders were seeing red, and the quarterback felt it and got down quickly. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone. Well, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. And it's third down, but they're taking no chances. They'll send the field goal unit out before halftime. He slides that just inside the right upright. But wait a second, there's a flag on the field. Let's check that one out. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. That late-in-the-half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He'll be stopped, but good work there to get the ball out to the 37. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, these fan bases have been hyped, and with the Cy-Hawk Trophy up for grabs, who knows what the second half will give us. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Iowa and Iowa State plays out.
We're just about ready to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Washington. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They start this third quarter, 1-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Wants to throw. It's Dotson. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Gives it on the option. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And the Hawkeyes are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got the tight end. Makes his way to the 17, but not enough for the first down. The Hawkeyes decide to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Goes to the option. Now the toss. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown. He's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. And the Cyclones will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Back to pass, it's Dotson. Forced out of the pocket. That's reeled in, it's Patterson. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
God, he's annoying to play against. You think about it as a defense, I'm trying to cage you in, trying to keep you in the pocket, and then he's just whoop, 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 spinning all over the place, getting outside the pocket, making plays, and then you got to go chase him again, and again, and again. Just wears you out.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on the first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
Back has it. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down.
And listen, obviously, like this area of the field, and it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on fourth down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in them. That time they weren't able to come up with it. Be curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
Looking to throw on first down. Looking for the score. To the end zone, and it's picked off. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Going right to work up top. Keeps looking downfield. Unloads to the wideout. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. They're dealing with a second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Makes the grab, it's Phillips. Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. First and 10 from their own 24-yard line. Dropping back, it's Dotson. Here's the pressure. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
And the Hawkeyes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. It's complete to the right, and the defense wrestles him to the ground.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And it's knocked away, incomplete on third down. The Hawkeyes will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
Grab behind the line, it's Hansen. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. It'll be third and long.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable third down. Get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field.
The Cyclones will call on their punt team. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Firing to the right, complete. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a man. It's Dotson. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
They were able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. And the Hawkeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
Man, it's nice to have a guy on short yardage situations you can turn and you can hand the ball to him. And you know he's not going to dance. You know he's going to be really physical, lower his shoulder. I don't care how many yards he gets. He just needs to get past that first down mark.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Got his man out of the backfield. The Hawkeyes get enough for the first down.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Finds a tight end. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Got it behind the line. It's Patterson. He steps out of bounds, and that'll be the end of quarter number 3. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Wants to throw again. Pulls it in. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Hawkeyes are threatening in the red zone. Looking downfield, it's Dotson. Back open in the middle. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
All right, fourth and short. You need a field goal to take the lead. There's less than a minute left right now. I don't think you get aggressive here on fourth down. Just kick the field goal to give yourself a chance to win this game.
Looking for a push on fourth down. Boom. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line, and that's where they'll have it first and goal. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And a late opportunity to grab the lead here. A touchdown would be huge. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. The Hawkeyes want to pick up the tempo. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
I think coming into this season, they thought in order to have success, we have got to be able to run the ball and get this guy going. He hasn't scored yet this year, but a golden opportunity right now to finally break the seal.
Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down. It is a bit of an interesting choice here when the field goal could put you on top, but the touchdown would feel so much better. Offense calls a timeout here, critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. What a disappointment. No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a single.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
Dropping back, it's Beck. They're working that left side.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Oh, they're after him. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
The throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Townsend. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. And the Cyclones come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for room, it's Hansen. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Lost one on that last one, it's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Here's a heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Quarterbacks talk about it all the time. They love the clean pocket where they can step up, throw the football. That is not what they had. Nice job by the defense, beating the offensive line, disrupting the timing, and getting a nice clean hit on the quarterback.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The Cyclones line up to punt it away. That is just gorgeous. Knocks it out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They are stuck deep in their own territory. a drive from their own 3. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Couldn't find any way to get out of the end zone, and they get him for a safety. They'll get set for the free kick after the safety.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. They want that clock to run. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
I know you took a loss on first down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead, and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against a defense that knows you're going to do it.
Fires on the run. He's got it down the left side. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Now on 2nd down, and we'll probably see another run, and that might do it if they can get a first down. Back to pass, it's Beck. Quickly out to the tight end. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Looks like the offense will just take a knee. This is why the passion of college football runs so deep. The rivalries, and when you lose, man, does it stick with you.
No doubt about it, Reese. This was a game circled for a very, very long time. They knew how important this one was. But, David, you can't let games like this beat you twice, because this losing team now has to find a way to rebound and go out and play again.
No doubt, got to rebound, but this one stings. This is the one that you have circled for a reason. It's a rival, it's bragging rights, but you're right. Let's get back to practice this next week. Let's start focusing. This one's over, but I'm going to get you next year.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.